Oh hey, the one and only Dusty Bottoms here, founder of Kingdom Trucking Academy. In today's episode, it's going to be a little different than our normal episodes. This week, we're going to be discussing the top 10 trucking movies. So let's get started. To all your truckers out there might not be a lot of representation in the film industry, as you might think. Now, there's over 30 movies that have something to deal with truckers. You have your horror genre, you have your comedy drama, you have your drama. You might think there's a plethora of movies dealing with the trucking industry. Well, that might be true to some regards, because there's a lot of truckers in different movies, there's a lot of semi-trucks, things like that. But I'm talking about movies that specifically relate to truckers. Whether they're the protagonist, the antagonist, or the entire film is centered around trucking. Oh hey, the one and only Dusty Bottoms, founder of Kingdom Trucking Academy and the creator of the Kingdom Driver Training Program. The Kingdom Driver Training Program is the curriculum we use at Kingdom Trucking Academy. We have maintained a 100% passing rate using the Kingdom Driver Training Program. The Kingdom Driver Training Program is a complete set of 9 comprehensive videos. You can purchase all 9 videos at kingdomtruckingacademy.com. Each video is designed for the requirements needed to pass your CDL exam. So follow me as I guide you through each stage of your CDL exam. You can purchase each video at kingdomtruckingacademy.com for $49.99 or the complete set for $299.99. That's a great price. These videos are some of the most comprehensive videos today on the market. Our curriculum is trademarked for a reason, because Kingdom Trucking Academy is the standard. Everyone else is just second place. So go to kingdomtruckingacademy.com to get your videos today. Roll on, truckers, roll on. I have compiled my personal top 10 trucker movies of all time. Now, if you don't agree, that's fine. Put the comments down below. And if there's some movies that you think should be named, again, put them in the comments. If I haven't even seen them, I would be happy to check them out. And if you haven't seen some of the movies that I'm going to name, well, again, if you're in the trucking industry, go check them out. I grew up a wrestler. Now, there's not a whole lot of wrestling movies out there, but almost every wrestler at some point in time has seen Vision Quest. And if you haven't, you better get to seeing it, because that's one of the greatest wrestling movies of all time. Now, there's some holes in it, yes, but just like some of these trucking movies I'm going to discuss, there's a little bit of nonsense, there's some holes, but again, it's about representation of the trucking industry. Now, I am talking about trucking as a whole, not just your Class A fifth wheelers. No, there is some tow truck representation in there as well. So, here we go. Starting with my top 10. At number 10, this 1978 classic. That was the year I was born. Starring the dreamy, the former country musician, Kris Kristofferson. And the film is Convoy. I'm sure you've heard it. I'm sure somebody's mentioned it to you in the past, or you've just heard the reference Convoy. Well, here it is, Convoy.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben, come on? Yeah, 10-4, Big Ben, for sure. By golly, it's clean clear to Flagtown, come on? Yeah, it's a big 10-4 there, Big Ben. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, it looks like we've got us a convoy.
Now, coming in at number 9, I remember this movie when I was a kid. Mostly the cover artwork that came with this. It was a big, giant green goblin on a semi-truck. And I thought, oh, that looks so cool. I gotta see it. Probably not a good movie, to watch when you're a kid. However, this 1986 Stephen King directed film, he wrote it, he directed it, and he doesn't even remember it. Rumor has it he was so coked out of his mind that it just completely went over his head. Doesn't remember it at all. But it starred Emilio Estevez, Maximum Overdrive. This film is crazy. It's about the machines getting possessed and taking over the world. Well, it's not too far off what could happen today, but it's not so much Terminator or The Matrix. No, it's almost like they're possessed by spirits. And they're led by this semi-truck that is in the shape of a green goblin. Terrible movie. But you got some downtime? Go check it out.
Wow. What in the dickens is going on around here? Who was driving it?
I don't know.
Curtis! It's coming after us! What is going on?
I don't know! You want a war? You got one. I just want to get the hell out of here. Please don't let us be in the dark. Help me. You're going to get us in an awful lot of trouble, man. We already in trouble.
Maximum terror.
Jesus coming and he is.
Maximum King.
Maybe tomorrow will be our world again.
Dino De...
Now, I'm a huge Patrick Swayze fan. R.I.P. Patrick. From Ghost to Dirty Dancing, heck, even to Wong Fu. But Patrick Swayze, still the man, one of my all-time favorite movies, Point Break. Well, this 1998 movie, Black Dog, where he actually plays a trucker. If you watch the movie, he actually says some real trucker things. One of the major points of the movie that he makes in it, setting up a chase, is he's talking about downshifting before you go down hills in the mountains. He's somewhat accurate in his description in the film. Also, the nemesis, the antagonist in this film, is none other than Meatloaf. It's not a bad watch. I mean, sorta, but it's definitely trucker-centric. So go check it out.
Making up this grade with a load this heavy?
It's not the getting up, it's the getting down. Now check him out. He's cocky because he's got a light load. But over on the backside, if he misses a gear or doesn't brake just right, he's gonna lose it.
Can't you just hit the brakes?
Load this heavy, we just fry him.
What if something just like jumps out in front of you and you have to stop?
Don't.
What was that?
A Mazda.
Now, coming in at number 7, this isn't a movie that I spent a lot of time watching. I've seen tidbits here and there. Eyeballing. Again, great year, 1978. But what's crazy is this movie stars Jerry Reed and the talented Peter Fonda.
You know, it takes a special kind of guy to push them big old 18-wheelers down the highway. But they're a tough breed, them dudes. They make a 900-mile run in the blizzard look like a trip to church. Hi, this is Jerry Reed. We just finished shooting a motion picture about some of these good old boys. And before we got through with the ride, well, it got wilder than a can of crap. I play Iron Duke Boykin. You can't miss me. I'm the one on the screen with the cab over face. Whoa, what's that extra $50? What is that?
That's for a hurry-up on a load.
You take that extra 50 and you stick it up where the sun don't shine.
Coming in at number 6. And Number 6 probably is not doing it justice. I'm probably going to get a swift kick to the head, but none other than this 1977 Chuck Norris classic, Breaker Breaker, where Chuck, the man himself, stars as a trucker. And I promise you, it's a Chuck Norris movie. So there's some amazing kicks and some amazing punches. Now, Mr. T's not in it because if you put Mr. T, Chuck Norris together, you'd probably destroy the world with that much awesomeness. But again, Breaker Breaker is a typical Chuck Norris film, just sweet and awesome. So go check it out.
Breaker! Go ahead, Break. You got the California rag, man. Hey, good buddy, yours truly just laid eyes on the first CB picture. And is it great? You got any action? Has it got action? Shoot. The picture star is this old boy Chuck Norris who takes on the whole damn town, smokies and all.
Coming in at number 5. I remember this movie as a kid, 1987. Made me even want to get into arm wrestling, which, believe it or not, has actually become a little bit more popular sport. I don't think this movie helped with it. However, it is an amazing Sylvester Stallone movie. And he's got the best line in it. When I turn my head around, I become a different person. That's my terrible Sylvester Stallone impression. But if you like trucks, Sylvester Stallone, and arm wrestling, this movie is perfect. The plot of the story, not as much plausible, got a lot of holes in it. Not the greatest writing. However, some truck scenes, some arm wrestling scenes. There's even an arm wrestling scene on a pinball machine. Who could want more? So, go check out Over the Top.
What are the odds on Lincoln Hawks split?
20 to 1, pal. Real long shot.
Hawks, let's go.
The world meets nobody halfway. Remember that.
I don't have a father, sir.
The world has always bet against Lincoln Hawks.
This guy's nothing.
Why'd you leave us?
It won't happen again.
What my grandson found, I don't care how you do it. Do it. But a winner never listens to the odds.
Whatever happens, I want you to stay with him.
Where'd we end up?
Together is all I can guarantee.
You ain't got a prayer in Vegas.
You never had anything, so you have nothing to lose.
All I want to do is hurt him, cripple him, get him off the table.
All I care about is you. You're my boy, do you understand?
The world beats nobody halfway. Now is the time to do for yourself.
I'm all you.
Over the top, Dad! Over the top!
Coming in at number 4, this is probably the best movie of all time for all you tow truck drivers. None other than Clint Eastwood, the man himself, starring as Philo Beddoe, a bare-knuckle street fighter / tow truck driver whose ride-along partner and his best friend is an orangutan. I'm sure you've all heard the right turn, Clyde. Well, that's this movie. Every which way but loose. You have to check this out. This movie still holds up today. Acting, all of it. It's actually a pretty good movie. I like it. My dad used to like it. Good watch. And if you're like orangutans that beat up bikers, you gotta see it.
Long-term obligations are just unnecessary things. But girl, you got me thinking while I'm drinking one more beer. If I'm headed for a heartache, then why the hell am I still here? I'm testing my resistance, and it's wearing mighty thin. I've got the feeling I should leave before the roof caves in.
So, following that up with number 3 is the sequel, the 1980 sequel Again, bringing back Philo Beto. Clint Eastwood stars in this one, Any Which Way You Can. Now this has one of the longest, best fight scenes at the end all time. You gotta check it out. It's crazy. Entertaining, funny, who could ask for more? There's even romance and a lot of shirtless Clint Eastwood when he was still ripped and muscular.
What? They're coming from every which way they can, any which way they can, 'cause they're on to a sure thing. Clint and Clyde are back in Any Which Way You Can.
Breaker, 1-9er, there's your good news channel. It's on, the fight is on!
Now coming in at number 2, this is a bit of a stretch. The protagonist of this film, the hero, is a trucker. Now there's a few truck scenes in it, very limited. There's a lot of kung fu, a lot of sorcery, a lot of supernatural stuff. Some great comedy, some decent action. Who could ask for more on this one? And a whole lot of Kurt Russell, Big Trouble, and Little China. Come on, cult classic. Holds up to this day. You gotta check it out. I'll sometimes watch it when I'm bored on a Saturday. It's hilarious. It's when Kurt Russell still had that little comedic thing going on. And he's still a handsome man, but this was when he was at his exceptional best.
It's a pretty amazing planet we live on here, and a man would have to be some kind of fool to think we're all alone in this universe.
There is a hidden world where ancient evil weaves a modern mystery.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of
magic? The darkest magic.
They call it Little China.
Now, coming in at number 1 is actually 2 movies, because it is the greatest movie of all time for truckers. It was so great, they had to make another sequel, because all I can say, in the 70s and 80s, who wouldn't want more Burt Reynolds? This is the one film that everybody that knows. This was the mainstream. You know the snowman from this. Everybody that watched this movie wanted a T-top Trans Am black. The Bandit edition. The one and only Smokey and the Bandit 1 and Smokey and the Bandit 2. Now Smokey and the Bandit came out in 1977. Man, when it comes to trucking movies, the 70s had it down. I don't know what happened in the 2020s. Like, we need some more trucking movies. We need more Smokey. We need more Bandit. Give us back the Bandit. And if you haven't seen Smokey and the Bandit yet, what is wrong with you? One of the best movies of all time.
At last, a warm, sensitive, touching story about the close personal relationship between a man and a woman, between a trucker and his dog,
Fred, I'm so damn tired of picking you up. I can... Fred!
between a father
No way.
and his son,
No way that you could come from my loins.
and how they all took to the road one day for a quiet little drive in the country. From Georgia to Texas and back in 28 hours flat with a truckload of bootleg beer.
I'll be driving this one. Hey, Blocker. You'll be driving the truck. This is Bandit 1, and that is Bandit 2.
Now, who would do a thing like that?
You're crazy, you know that?
Yeah.
You know that?
Yes.
Okay, how much money did you say it was?
$1,000.
Universal presents Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, Jerry Reed, and Fred.
We're gonna really have to cook. I mean, put it on the back burner and let's cook. Is that a 10-4?
10-4.
And the only thing that stands between them and an $80,000 prize, Jackie Gleason as Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
I gotta barbecue your Bandit. I've got a Smokey report for you.
What's your handle, son?
My handle's Smokey Bear, and I'm tail grabbing your ass right now.
This is Smokey and the Bandit, the story about a lazy weekend in Alabama, Texas, Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia,
Daddy, the top came off. No. We ain't gonna make it, son.
We come this far, ain't we? Look, when we say we're gonna do a job, we do a job.
It's me they're after. They don't even know Clear Snow exists.
Oh, they know. Well, now, I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
Smokey and the Bandit, proving once and for all, it's not where you're going that counts. It's who the hell.
So there you have it. That is my top 10. Again, this is just mine, the one and only Dusty Bottoms, my personal opinions of the top 10. If you got your own opinions of the top 10, you like it, dislike it, or haven't seen it, or have something to offer me, put it down in the comments. I promise you, I'll read it, I'll respond. If you like this video, remember, give us a like and subscribe. I'm the one and only Dusty Bottom, your trucking messiah. Roll on, truckers, roll on.